Xbox versus Chinese name that I don't know. Chinese name that I don't know. Yeah, that's sort of the naming scheme I've been giving it. Alright, so Xbox is playing as Chinese against Ottomans. Nice. Will we finally get a China that can beat the Ottomans in 1v1? We'll find out on today's episode of Ottomans versus Chinese. Yeah, well, we'll find out soon enough. So Ottomans are going to set up their standard build order. Got the mosque, trading posts, right? You're very good. And then you build a house, get tons of XP, and get some OP shipments out the door. Yeah. Standard Ottoman practice. Should know it by now. Alright, so this China's getting a village. Very neat. And do let me know if we've seen this matchup, by the way. I don't want to waste everybody's time. Trying to remember everything. So this China's actually getting a village. Alright. Very good. I can't recall if we've seen this one before. Because I'm remembering seeing one where they had a build order where they built a village and they didn't build a trading post. Yeah, no. It's alright. Either way, we'll learn something from it. So this treasure here is the Quicksilver. Got some gold. Not bad. Should allow you to get maybe hunting eagles if you can chop like 5 more wood. Maybe you should get that wood. Maybe you should get that wood. So you can get some hunting eagles, get your gather rate up a little bit faster there. So it's pretty close to it. Start with tea export. Now, will you go Russians or French? I think the French setup is a little bit better personally. Yeah, no. I think if that Ottoman in the last situation went just fast fortress against the Chinese break and me build, I think China could have maybe done something, but because they went industrial age with all the bombards and stuff, that was like the overwhelming factor that put the nail in the coffin. Yeah, no. Absolutely. That's what I think anyways. Yeah, definitely. Big time, yeah. Alright, so Ottomans are going up with the Core Master, 400 wood. So this deck does have fast industrial potential. You got your Royal Decree text in there, so yeah, that might end up being the case here. We'll see. We'll see soon enough if that ends up happening. So yeah, let's figure that out. So what does goes Russians? So this one goes Russians. I think if you're going the Russian route, you're definitely in a much worse spot. Yeah, unless you can do some sort of solid aggro, I think. Yeah, no. I would be a little bit apprehensive about this situation, personally. Because, you just don't know what strategically they're going to be able to pull off exactly here. Yeah, it'll be tough. No. So, they're just aging up now, right? What wonder are they again? Summer Palace, so they're playing just regular. Alright. My thing is the Ottomans already up to age 2 at this point, so... And how much are they aging up with? Just 2 vills? This is going to be slow. Like, the Ottoman could just build a barracks right now and Jan rush you at this point and already have you on your heels. But no, they're just gonna use all that time to get the fast fortress going and then the fast industrial going. Yeah, no, that I see the writing on the wall. Yep, getting the villagers first so you have the extra food, and then getting the gold. Yeah, no, he's playing in the fast fortress. This is fast fortress right now. Getting steel traps, so his food rate is good enough to focus on both the age 3 up and the age 4 up. Quite good there, yeah. But for the China, I don't know what the China's going to do here. Like, the China is still aging up right now. almost 3/4 done on the age up process. So what can he do? He can go Step Rider Quang or something and start pushing him, or what? Also, this Ottoman did just get the second trading post down, so you're looking at you're on some thin ice right now if you can't derail this Ottoman fast industrial. I'm just telling you. We saw what happened the last time we saw fast industrial in this tournament, and it was not pretty for the China. So, and that one had a pretty decent build with the whole break and meat thing. What you're doing with the standard build, not good. Oh. Kind of funny he's getting diplomatic intrigue at this point, yeah, 100%. What's he gonna get with that diplomatic intrigue? Is he gonna go Germans or is he gonna go Brits? I don't know. A bit unorthodox to get any sort of diplomatic intrigue in a cons. Well, the consulate is normal because of the T export. But again, diplomatic intrigue and looking to swap already at this stage. Yep, he's going into the German route now. Probably to get some trickles or something. I would really doubt if he gets doppelsoldiers. If he gets weak-handers, I don't know what to say at that point. Big time. Is it trying to go in Fast Fortress? Because he's getting his gold. Well, the Armin's almost in age 3. And as soon as he gets an age 3, he's going to get the 1,000 coin and go to age 4. Watch. He is. Oh no, he goes Safai first. Alright, so he's going to... Okay, so he's going to build some military first so he doesn't get completely run out of town. Seems reasonable. But yeah, you know, with that type of a deck, what the end goal is going to be. Ooh, bonjour! Bonjour, Alex Brown. How you doing, man? Doing good? Just casting some PK tournament matches tonight. Right now, we're looking at Xbox versus Chinese name that I don't know. And that's unfortunately everyone until somebody translates it for me. Even then, I'll probably forget what their name is because I don't know Chinese characters memory-wise that good. So it'll be really tough. 1,000 coin. I told you, 1,000 coin coming in. Now, because he has steel traps on the hunts, he's going to be able to get that food very quickly so that he can get the industrial going. And then once he gets the industrial going, these guys are going up to Shadow Tech Guard. And they're really going to become a threat then, a big threat. Alright, so the Safakis are now sort of poking around and trying to... Yep, oh, they're getting rid of the Step Riders very quickly. Yeah, no, like, see, China at this point is, like, paper thin. Because none of their troops can even handle Safakis one-on-one, so... Yeah, this is the reason why I was so irritated playing as Chinese against Ottomans. Because as soon as they get the Safakis on the field, I felt like even with the couple batches of Quang Pikemen, I would always just fail at doing anything substantial. It was just felt like everything was in vain trying to set stuff up, you know, because these big beefy splash cabbies come along and everything I knew about just spamming stuff out, the blockhouse and the war cabbie just didn't line up with what it should. Yeah, no. Ottomans in that sense are a real nasty civ to go against, usually. Yeah. Speaking of which, they're already getting their industrializers going, so we're already looking at them getting the Grand Vizier, right? For some more Safais, all guard upgrade, and then probably they'll send the Bombards. Or actually, they'll probably get the yeah, they'll either get the Bombards or get the factories going. Well, they already got mosque construction done. If we've seen anything from last game, it looks like that this Ottoman prefers to get the factories first, so when it is time to give royal decrees, they can just cycle through all of the resources at the factory to be able to use the factory to get those things that they need. So get the Bombard one, get the Safahi one, and then get the Nizam one, basically, so they can cut through them all pretty much. Yeah. Alright, so mosque construction is completed. What's going on with the Safakis here? They're gonna try to go for a bit of a raid now. Okay, so the China does go with Zweihanders here. They did get some Doppels. The Doppels probably would be the only thing I would even think that China could even do to even try to stand somewhat up against these Safais. They are Shao technically veterans, so it's a little bit better for them, I guess. But look at this. This is why China versus Armin's very bad. Just 5 of these, cleaning up vills, cleaning up range units, total mess. It just cleans up everything. Like it's like pouring bleach on it almost. It just wipes out their entire force. It's just really bad. And what's worse is he's got 2 bats of them, so he's gonna have these ones here. And he's got so many of them that it doesn't matter he's got the Splash Swordsman. I mean, I will say the Swordsman did better than most of the stuff China does, but the fact that they're all still alive, bad. Because they could just retreat, regenerate their HP, and then come back again and do the same stuff to you all over again. So it doesn't matter how much damage you did, you gotta eliminate these. If you don't eliminate them, they can still be a threat if they retreat. So, yeah, consider that. Like, look at all this army that China's doing. Some of their elite troops, like the Iron Flail and Meteor Hammers, just not mattering at all against a couple Safais. Yeah. Very, very bad, yeah. So, it looks like he's just skipping the factories this time, and he's going right into the Royal Decree. He's going to get the Bombard one first, right? Yep. The Topku Corps. Topzu Corps. I don't know how to spell Turkish stuff. He's getting some imams. Oh, interesting. I didn't know we got imams to heal up the stuff. I think it's a pretty fair idea. I mean, I've seen Jeff Argenta from Wars of Liberty actually get priests before in his deck, and I was like, whoa, I've never seen anybody actually put priests in their deck before for healers, but I guess if you know how to use them right, they're pretty good. Yeah, see, in this situation, I guess it works great because now you got 2 imams healing the Safahis on top of the natural regen rate that they get, so yeah, it puts them into the battlefield a lot faster that way, basically. And now he's getting the top Kapikulu Corps, which is a upgrade to the Safahis to give them some armor, some hand armor, I believe. So then they can tank some of that spear damage. Oh, the China got Manchu. Manchu is actually a good choice here. Manchu is probably the next best thing you could do against Safahis. Because Manchu, they're a Dragoon, and since they're a horse archer based Dragoon and not a gunpowder one, they get hand armor. So they can actually survive some of this melee damage from the cavalry. Yeah, no. I think Manchu was a good choice. But unfortunately, new order infantry is coming in, and the Nizams are definitely coming around the corner there. Yeah, here they are. Here's the Nizams. What's going on there? So Vil is going to be raided. Very nice. Still enough Vils to put to full damage though, so not that great. Doesn't matter though. Armin's coming in with Safakis, Nizams, and Bombards. The 3 triple killer combo of Royal Decree with the Armins. And what is trying to even tempting here? So they go in Territorial Army, Forbidden Army. Yeah, no. Once it gets to this phase, nothing other than like a 200 pop army with hand mortars supporting it against the Bombards is probably going to do anything. It's going to do squat. So, unfortunately, your game is over before it even started. Yeah. I feel like that's majority of arming games where I'm trying to use it. It feels like it's over before it even starts because no matter what I try, they already have like 1 or multiple units in their belt at that point that I just cannot do anything against. It's really bad now. Yeah, unfortunately. Yep, good match. Good attempt. At least you tried. I've tried before too, and it's not fun. Not fun at all. But much prefer a more fair matchup like, what's a fair matchup for China? I've had some fair matchups against Russians, Germans, Native American civs usually, French, really depends. Spain has their own problems, but I can't remember about Spain. Yeah, I don't know.